Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello people and welcome to Footy Judgment. I'm so excited about this show today. We got a lot to talk about, and let me remove the headsets until if someone joins the stream, hit that like button. Kudus, there's a war gonna be between Chelsea and Spurs, and João Pedro, we will get to see him play for Chelsea in the Club World Cup as he's flying to the USA, to America to finalize the move. Arsenal are in for Ekitike, Eucharist, Cisco, Lukman, Eze. They got Norgard, they got Kepa, Mosquera. There is a lot of talk about Arsenal, and we're going to talk about why Arsenal are actually still interested in all these people, of course, guys. But the big news, Isak talk is not going away. He is interested in joining Liverpool if Newcastle are willing to sell. That is absolutely great news for Liverpool, not so good for Newcastle. However, will Newcastle sell him? That is the big question, of course. There is no bomba, there is nothing. We all know that people are bluffing. Of course, we all know that people are absolutely bluffing, but I'm checking anyway. Chelsea are pushing for Kudus. That is another one. Chelsea are pushing for Kudus, and Spurs are pushing for Kudus. Jordi Toon for life is not happy with what I am saying. Is not happy with what I am saying about Isak. Of course, I never said there is an agreement. There is no agreement. That is happening between everyone. Hit the like button because there is 200 people in the house now. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. But we are absolutely, Newcastle fans are not happy. He's not leaving. The problem with the Isak news is that Newcastle fans are refusing to believe that Isak can leave their club, which is understandable. What I don't understand is rivals like Manchester City and Arsenal especially is like, he's never leaving Newcastle. He's never leaving Newcastle. Every time a Manchester City fan or an Arsenal fan read about the news, and I'm going to show you the news that I'm talking about, and I'm going to talk Chelsea because I want to have a conversation with the Chelsea people. I want to have a conversation with the Chelsea people about how dangerous that is for them. You know what I mean? There is the conversation about Chelsea, about Newcastle. And here it's in front of you now. it's DiMarzio have reported that it depends on Newcastle. He never said that it depends on Isak. And Isak is the one who might stay in Newcastle. The player talked to the coach and the club at the end of the season. He would like to leave Newcastle, but the club isn't open for that. Does that mean that he wants to go? I know that Isak is not going to push for a move. I know that Isak is not going to throw a tantrum. He's not going to be disrespectful for Newcastle. We all agreed on this, that he's not going to be he's not going to be pushing for a move like this. He's not going to not show up to training, throwing a tantrum and all this stuff. All the people that keep saying that the news is fake and this is all propaganda and everything, the problem is, at the current moment, it's not going away. The news is not going away. Nobody is actually saying that Isak is leaving, but everyone is saying that Isak is open to the move, right? Is open to the move. I actually think that Liverpool will actually, so what the fuck is wrong with my ears? I actually think that Liverpool will try. By the way, the people that are making fun of DiMarzio are probably Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea, Man United fans. And I hear it. I hear what you're talking about, right? You don't want to believe it. It is fine. It is up to you. You don't believe it. It is up to you. It's hats off to you. It is up to you that you don't want to believe it. That is fine. It's fine with me. I'm not forcing anything. It is everything that is. But you know that it's not only DiMarzio. You can rubbish DiMarzio. You can rubbish Lewis Steele. You can rubbish Ben Jacobs. You can say whatever. I'm being completely honest, right? I'm not here saying that Isak is leaving. However, but Isak links to Liverpool are not dying. No one sits down and say that Isak is not moving to Liverpool. Everyone is saying that maybe Liverpool will push for a move, right? Maybe Liverpool, but the news are coming from all over the journalists. Every journalist is saying that Isak is open to join Liverpool. Every journalist is saying that he's open. And I want to tell you honest truth. And now forget the fucking news. Fuck the news. Fuck all the news outlets. Who cares about the news? Fuck the news out. Fuck that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're not here talking. This is Footy Judgment. We're not here to actually falsify the news or make sure it's true. Forget that. Do you think it's logical that Isak would want to join Liverpool? Why is everyone saying that Isak won't leave? Why? Wouldn't you think that is it logical that Isak would leave Newcastle to join Liverpool? How old is Isak? Isn't he 26? Wouldn't he want to join the team that are favorites to win the Premier League? Wouldn't Isak want to add Premier League titles and a Champions League to his name? By the way, if this was City, I would have had the same argument. If City didn't have Haaland and they are pushing for someone like Isak, I would have had the same argument. I am never sitting here saying that Isak, that Newcastle are selling. I never said that. No, there is nobody, there is no one can clip me or can find a clip for me saying that Newcastle are willing to sell. I've never said that, which is you're 100% correct, my friend. You are spot on, are 100% correct. I never said that. Never ever. But no one can sit here and convince me that Isak himself would not be tempted to go to Liverpool. No one. No, none of you, Newcastle, Arsenal, City, or anyone, right? Or anyone can tell me that Newcastle, that Isak would not be tempted to. Would you say that Isak, you know, all the Arsenal fans that are in the chat, and I'm being completely honest, we had tons of arguments with Arsenal fans. And every time when Arsenal were the key team linked to Isak, everyone from the Arsenal fans said that it's an upgrade. He would definitely go to Arsenal. Why would he stay at Newcastle if Arsenal are in for him? Nobody has said that, oh, no, he would stay at Newcastle. Oh, money talks. Arsenal fans. I'm using Arsenal fans. Money talks. If Arsenal offer him the wage, it's an upgrade. Arsenal challenge for the league. Arsenal are trying to win the Champions League. They are Champions League semi-finalists. Why wouldn't he want to go to Arsenal? It is an upgrade. Now it's Liverpool. Everyone is saying, no. No, he's not going to go to Liverpool. He's not. He's not going to go to Liverpool. Why would he go to Liverpool? Why would he go to Newcastle? I never said that Newcastle will sell. However, you have to absolutely understand that if the player's ambition is to leave Newcastle and go to to leave Newcastle and go to Liverpool to challenge for the Premier League and the Champions League, nobody and none of you can argue otherwise. None of you can sit here and convince me that Liverpool are not more attractive today than Newcastle. In the next season, the next 2 seasons, the next 3 seasons, Liverpool are still more attractive than Newcastle, at least for the next 2 seasons. Newcastle might challenge for the title in 2 seasons, might challenge for the Champions League in 3 seasons, but you know, and I know, and everyone knows that Liverpool are title favorites next season. You know that. And Arsenal fans, even though they're not favorites to win the title, they literally said that Newcastle, from Newcastle to Arsenal is an upgrade. And everyone that is saying it's up to Newcastle, that's fair and square. Absolutely. And I agree with you. I agree with you. I never said otherwise. And I never said that Newcastle are willing to sell. I never stated this on any show. But you can tell me that if the player is tempted to move from Newcastle and he wants to upgrade and go to Liverpool, he isn't going to actually try to talk to Newcastle to accept money. How much money? I don't know. How much money? I don't know. It might be 120 million. It might be 130 million. It might be 130 million plus 20 million in bonuses. Liverpool may value him as 150 million pounds. And let me tell you something. If Liverpool are willing to pay 160 million pounds for Wirtz, maybe they are willing to pay 150 million pounds for Isak. Maybe Liverpool have the money. Maybe Liverpool are selling Kwanzaa, Harvey Elliott. They are selling players. And Liverpool might sell Diaz. Liverpool might sell Nunes. And they can raise the money to absolutely get Isak over the line. If Newcastle receive 150 million pound bid, total package for Isak, they might sell. They might say, and especially if he wants to go. But nobody wants to believe that Isak might want to leave Newcastle. It is possible, but unlikely. Fair enough. You are absolutely 100% correct. However, you can tell me, no one in this chat can convince me that Isak would not want to move to Liverpool. No one. None of you can sit here and tell me this. The same Arsenal fans and the same Man City fans that said that Man City and Arsenal are an upgrade, Liverpool as well are an upgrade. But before we go on and talk about this, big up my man German Chicken Wing, who's always supporting us from Switzerland, of course, from the great country of Switzerland that I have a deep love for because my uncle and my cousins are there. They're actually there by Lake Geneva at the current moment. If Isak leaves this summer, I will give you 50 bucks. 50 Swiss francs, not 50 bucks. 50 Swiss francs. But thank you so much. But listen, there is over 1,150 people here in the chat. Let's get the likes to 500, guys. 500 likes is the minimum. Hit the like button. Make sure to support the channel. I appreciate all the people at the end of this month supporting the channel to close the month. This is gonna be the last show of the month, of course, of the 30th of June. So we officially end last season, the 24-25 season is ending today. That is it. Appreciate all the people. We worked so hard. You guys supported us. You guys gave us all the support in the world, and I appreciate you so much. We wanted to get to 50K, but we only got to 35K, which is good enough. I appreciate everyone in this chat. Absolutely. Thank you so much, German Chicken Wing, for the support. 500 likes. Why are people here in the chat? Let me get to some of the comments. Someone said Isak is overrated, not worth 120 plus million. You're absolutely joking in this current market. It's Ikitike. They are talking about 80 million pounds. Definitely Isak is worth double that at least. So how are you saying this? Right? Now how are you saying this? How are you saying this? Overrated is absolutely crazy. All the rivals are scared of Liverpool. Liverpool at the current moment, everyone is scared. Definitely Isak is worth double Ikitike in value. 100%. 100%. And Isak, if he goes to Barcelona, maybe. Who knows? For the people that are saying this. But I actually doubt that, you guys know that if Liverpool are more attractive than Newcastle. But let me ask you guys something. Do you think Liverpool are favorites to win the Champions League and the Prem? Habibi, thank you so much. You're always here supporting. Stephen Jacob, thank you so much, Habibi, for being here and supporting the channel. I see people coming back. Let's get the likes up and support. Share the stream. Let's get it. It's always changing. The energy is always changing for Liverpool. Because it's Liverpool, it's not an upgrade. You never ask yourself the right questions that he might want to leave. He might want to leave. Big up everyone that joined us from the Football Terrace. Big up Terry and the Football Terrace community. Hit that like button. Even if Isak moves to Liverpool, you think Man City are favorites? I actually think that today, Liverpool are actually favorites for the Premier League. But who can Liverpool buy if they don't get Isak? And I have the answer for you. 100% I have the answer for you. Without a shadow of a doubt. Thank you so much, Carl, for supporting the channel. Here is to a great season of content. Must do a call-in once you come back from Egypt. Big up Mo, Footy Judge Mo for all clubs. Footy Fraud Mo when talking about Chelsea. Why? Why I am a fraud when I'm talking about Chelsea. But big up Cal, all the way from Australia, supporting the channel. Big up my man for supporting. Absolutely brilliant support as always. I actually think that the one, and this is my opinion, I am not an ITK. I'm not an ITK, but I am telling you my personal opinion. Where do Liverpool go if Isak is not on the market and they don't get Isak? Hit the like button. As Aaron is saying, always here, Aaron. Big up, Aaron, all the way from Liverpool. Big up, my man. Where do Liverpool go? I'm going to tell you. Let's play this game. I'm going to tell you. I actually think that Liverpool go for this guy. I genuinely think that Liverpool will go for this guy. Not Ikiti. That's my personal belief. And I am not actually an ITK. But I believe that Liverpool will go for this guy. I believe that if Arsenal don't go for him, that is my belief. And you know, Sam yesterday dropped a hint. Sam yesterday dropped a hint about this. He dropped a big hint. Sam knows something and he's hiding it. Sam knows something that is happening in the background and he's hiding this. I am telling you, Sam is hiding something. He knows something and he even refused to tell me because I asked him. Because I asked him. if Arsenal don't go for Victor Gyökeres, there is going to be two options only for Gyökeres, which is going to be Liverpool and Manchester United. And what if Manchester United, right? What if Man United actually go for him and Liverpool go for him? This is the striker that maybe Liverpool need. You want to talk Ekitike. You want to talk Ekitike. You want to take Ekitike. It is up to you. But in my opinion, this guy goes to Liverpool, 25 goals minimum next season. With Wirtz and Salah creating for him 25 goals. I'm not using Hussam as a source, Ian. I'm not using Hussam as a source. I'm telling you that is a feeling. I am not an ITK. Okay, so everyone in the chat, who's better, Ekitike or Victor Gyökeres? One name only. One word answer. Ekitike or Victor Gyökeres? Listen, I'm excited today about the news. Ekitike or Victor Gyökeres, if they are the same price. One name only. One name only. Give me what you guys think. Ekitike or Victor Gyökeres for your club. No one said ITK. I literally said, Michael, it is a feeling. I said it's a feeling. I said it's a feeling that Liverpool interested in Victor Gyökeres inquiring is something that I believe that is true, actually. I believe that is true. Allah, Michael, if you are free, join me on the stream. Text me on WhatsApp and join me on the stream. If you want, Michael. If you want to join me on the stream, let me know. No one said Ekitike. Nobody said Ekitike. Everyone knows that it's Gyökeres. So why Liverpool would sign Ekitike for the future? Fine. Fine, that's great. Fine, for the future. Oh, resale value and all of this. Liverpool are looking to win now, today. They might sign Ekitike when they sell Jota in a year or 2 years, and they might find someone. You know what I mean? They might find someone. But I think that it might be Victor Gyökeres. That is, I'm not an ITK. I'm not telling you something that I know, but I genuinely think that Liverpool might go for Victor Gyökeres. Does Victor Gyökeres suit Liverpool? Yes. He does so. Does so Liverpool, for sure. 100%. 100%. The other news that is coming from Sporting Lisbon side, right, is... Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Mike is joining me. Let's go. That would be a fantastic, fantastic stream. Me and Mike. He just sent me a message. So let's go. Mike and Mo. Yeah, let's go. I actually think that, without a shadow of a doubt, that it will be Gyökeres. Victor Gyökeres has informed the Sporting president, Federico, that he will not return to the club this summer. Maybe. I like Gyökeres, and I think actually that Gyökeres will absolutely leave this summer. Will absolutely leave. There are other news as well. That João Pedro is going to the United States to actually play in the Club World Cup. I believe it's a fantastic signing. There is the from Simon Phillips that Chelsea are targeting Kudus from West Ham. That would be fantastic signing. That front line will be complete. But in the same time, right, they are trying to sell Madueke. But also Fabrizio said that Tottenham have genuine interest. It is reported that Spurs have actually submitted a bid for Kudus and it was rejected for £50 million, if I'm not mistaken. Kudus, to choose between Chelsea and to choose between Spurs, there is no argument here. You would definitely choose absolutely Spurs. You would definitely choose Chelsea, of course. And Mike have just joined us. So let's actually get Mike on the screen with us. Beautiful people, of course. Let's get Mike right here, right now. How are you doing? Nice haircut, by the way.
Well, Mo, I was hearing Hussam and ITK, and I thought that's like asking a McDonald's person to do accounting. They don't go together. I'm sorry.
But by the way, Hussam, I know that Hussam knows people that tell him information. Okay? He hasn't dropped and said that. He actually said yesterday on the stream one thing. He said, if we don't get Isak, and he was talking to Saad, he said, watch out for your boy. Maybe your boy might be Cisco, because remember that Cisco was linked. You remember, like Fabrizio said that, they said that they're interested in Cisco earlier in the window, right? But I think that Liverpool are interested in Eucharist as a striker, actually. That news from Portugal is not going away. But anyway, I genuinely think that Liverpool are going to try. This is my scenario, and you let me know. July 1st or July 2nd, Liverpool are going to try to bid for Isak. They're going to try to sit at the table. Newcastle are going to reject the offer. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I know that Liverpool will up the offer. I think that's a just very logical scenario. Newcastle might reject it. If Isak wants to leave, Newcastle will accept at the end because they're going to ask for 150 million. Yeah, nowadays, if the player wants to go, the club cannot stop. Yeah. Nobody. That doesn't happen. Unless it's Daniel Levy, and he's like, Daniel Levy said, I would rather put Kane on the bench than selling him to Man City. Newcastle are not going to do this. We all know that Newcastle are not going to do it. If Isak wants to go, it's going to. If the Isak deal falls through, we know, me and you know, from Italian journalists, that Darwin Núñez is going to Napoli. We know.
Yep.
They want. Now there is an empty spot. It's going to be Ekitike, Sisco, Eucharist.
You're forgetting about somebody else, Mo. Maybe. I have absolutely no sources, and I don't really read a lot of transfer news. But what about Osimhen? There's still no news about him.
At the current moment, Osimhen, I think he has a full agreement with Turkey again, or Saudi Arabia. I don't know. I'm not an ITK, but the news died about Osimhen being linked to Liverpool. And it might be the wages. I don't know.
Could be the wages. I wouldn't be surprised if it is the wages that put off Liverpool from getting Osimhen. I mean, I would love Osimhen. I think he...
I put Osimhen number 1 for me.
I would probably have Isak 1, Osimhen 2, Gyttens 3, and then Šeško 4. That's why I have as like a tier ranking for those 4 strikers. Here. But I think Osimhen is just... I love the striker, but maybe it's just all of the bad news in Napoli, even though I don't think it was really all his fault because De Laurentiis basically kicked him out and they didn't want to transfer him last summer, so then he was forced to go to Galatasaray. But Liverpool are going to sign somebody. We just don't know who it's going to be yet. And rightfully you agree that Isak, they're going to go all in to get Isak. If they can't get him, it'll be interesting to see who the backup plan is, because then if
I don't think it's Ekitike. Like, I don't know a lot about Ekitike, but I watch him sometimes. No, I don't think that Ekitike is the right guy. Ekitike is someone that plays... He plays for a team, for Frank. He plays for a team, number 1, that plays in a less than 50% ball position. That is their average. So he plays in spaces like Marmoush, right? Liverpool are a team that smothers the opposition, high possession, especially with Wirtz. Like, it will be even more position for Liverpool, 60 to 70% ball position. Does Ekitike suit Liverpool? I don't know. Because every time I watch him, he's running.
We could have said the same thing for Marmoush with Man City, Mo. We could have said, maybe he wouldn't fit in that sort of system because he was playing on a more counter-attacking, much more space with Frankfurt. Look at Marmoush. I think Marmoush next season is going to be unbelievable for Manchester City. So I think Ekitike could fit really in any team around the world. You could put him in Chelsea. You could put him in Liverpool, Man City. He will fit in any spot. Now, obviously, he doesn't have the pedigree of like a Gyttens or an Osimhen or an Isak, but... It's basically you're paying 100 million for potential that he's going to explode next season and for the next couple of years. That's pretty much it, because really he's only had 1 full season of just goal scoring. Even when Marmoush left, he was still goal scoring with Frankfurt. So that's kind of the issue with. I think Ekitike is the biggest risk out of all those players. Even Šeško, I think is more established.
So Liverpool now are trying to win the title of the Champions League next season. Look, from the moves 100%. They are doing. They aren't looking for potential, or they're trying to. I actually believe that this is how Liverpool. They're like, we're going to spend the money, but we're going to try to redeem all this money just in the next season or 2. We're going to try to redeem all the money. Number 1, I believe that Eucharist will sell way more shirts than Ekitike. Like, Osimhen, of course, will sell a lot of shirts.
Well, I mean, Wirtz is going to sell all the shirts basically this season anyways.
Yeah. But I believe that Eucharist, in my opinion, based on what I watched, I believe Eucharist will score 25 goals plus. Ekitike comes to Liverpool, it might be a little bit less. I believe that Eucharist, with the physicality he has and the way he plays, and he can be a box striker, I actually believe that it will be a 25 plus goals for him. Just him.
In all comps or just Premier League?
In the Premier League.
25 goals. Ooh.
Do you know how many chances Salah creates?
Of course.
Add Wirtz to this now. All the through passes, all the between the lines, all the crosses on the dot, all the layups. Like, I genuinely believe that it's 25 goals.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I mean, if Darwin was a clinical striker, he would have probably gotten 20 goals last season. And if he was just confident with his play, because of the amount of chances he got from Salah.
Yeah, even the season before, Darwin Núñez should have scored 20 plus goals. He scored like 11. He scored 20 plus goals. He's just not very good, basically.
Yeah.
As a striker.
I'm just really intrigued to see what Liverpool do, because now it's going to be like July 1st. They're going to try and go for a striker. Obviously, they're trying to sign now Guehi from Crystal Palace, which would be a really good signing, because we don't know what's happening with Konate either. Whether Konate doesn't want to sign the contract this summer, are Liverpool going to be like, okay, Konate, we'll try and sell you on this summer. Obviously, he's going to leave next summer for free, most likely at this rate, because I don't know what's going on with the contract discussion. So there's still going to be a lot of business with Liverpool over the next month, and they're going to try and do it all before the preseason begins.
Yeah, I think Guehi is going to be very, very good. I actually think that Guehi, if he comes to Liverpool, he will actually battle for the starting spot.
100%.
He's not going to just agree to sit on the bench for Konate. And that is why, in my opinion, Liverpool should sell Konate today and try to get someone else that maybe back up for Guehi for 40 million. Like, at least you will have a player for the next 3-4 years. You know what I mean? Because if Konate leaves next season, you're basically down 40 million or 50 million to sign someone. You get my point? Yeah. Like, you can absolutely do not a like for like a 40 million for 40 million, right? Signing, and try with Guehi this season, right?
Yeah, and I think Guehi is definitely able to start for Liverpool. I think he's a quality center back, and obviously leader for Crystal Palace. So I think that will bring a lot more leadership to Liverpool, even though we already have a lot of leaders in the changing room. And if they do decide to sell Konate, I would then just go for Ordóñez from Club Brugge to be the backup to Konate, because that guy, 20 years old, stud. Look at Manchester City. They're signing Husanov, Rice from over the winter as backups. Why can't Liverpool do the same thing and get Ordóñez from Club Brugge? I think that would be smart business for them if Konate doesn't re-sign and then we try and sell him. But a lot of that can happen still. We'll see.
I hope that there is a lot. PSG, they want a defender.
Real Madrid.
I think Real Madrid want a defender. I think Barcelona want a defender. There is money out there for Konate, in my opinion. I think Guehi will suit them. I want to move to Arsenal and the links, right? With guys, there's 1,000 people in the house, guys. Can we get the likes up, people? Hit that like button. We're only on 180 likes. There's 1,000 people here with us. Hit that like button, people. Subscribe to the channel, of course, if you're new, guys. Come on, the like button is free. It doesn't cost you a penny. Moving to Arsenal, do you agree with all what is going on around the fans throwing tantrums and stuff about not signing a striker and everything? I don't see it.
Mo, I don't get it either. I really don't. People just got to be patient. It's like they want the first signing to be the glamour signing, and then everything else can just be okay signings. Just patience. It's not even July 1st. It's only 30th of June. Preseason begins, in 3 weeks for Arsenal, if I'm not mistaken? So people just got to be patient. Now, I don't know which striker they're going to go for, Mo. That's kind of the issue, and I think the dilemma that Arsenal fans are facing is like they're uncertain of which direction they want to go to, because at times it looks like it was going to be Šeško, then it was going to be Gyökeres, then it was Šeško, then it's Gyökeres. So there's clearly maybe disagreements with Arteta and the new sporting director they got from Atletico. That's I'm a little bit worried about, is that they're not fully on board on getting one guy, where they're having a little bit of a difference, but also could just be that, what is Šeško's idea? How long does Šeško want to stay at Arsenal? Because clearly they're talking about like some contract or like release clause in his contract. So is he just looking at Arsenal as a stepping stone? Which I don't think that should be the case, considering where Arsenal want to go with the project they're doing. Yeah, I think people just got to be patient, really. There's no way that you can expect all the signings to be done 30th of June. Manchester City had to do all of those signings to be prepared for the Club World Cup. Man City will not do another glamour signing the rest of this transfer window. They'll maybe get one guy, but that will probably be like a backup midfielder or something like that. So Arsenal fans just got to be patient. Now, if it gets into August and you still haven't signed a striker, okay, then you warrant then getting a little bit worried and pissed off with the whole situation.
Do you think either of them make Arsenal favorites to win the league?
No.
No.
If they got Isak, yes.
If they got, but Arsenal are not going for Isak.
I know, but I'm just saying if they got an Isak type of player, I think that would put them at favorites then.
But there is no Isak type of player.
No. So I just don't think they're favorites then. They're going to have to really hope that whether Wirtz or Šeško turns into him. And that's the problem. If you're going to get Šeško, are you guaranteed he's going to get 20 goals for you? No, I don't think that's a guarantee. Wirtz, there's probably a possibility that he could get 20 goals, but they need a striker and they still need a left wing. That's what I think they really need, Mo. They need those two positions to be certified immediately, to be really up there with Manchester City and Liverpool to compete for next season, which they should be because they've spent money and now they need to compete and win trophies.
But there is no options. So there is no win for Arsenal. They can't sign anyone that will make them title favorites. Man City are ahead of them, based on a lot of people saying. Liverpool are ahead of them. Arsenal cannot do anything to make them absolutely.
So Mo, what if they signed Alamola Lookman and Osimhen?
That doesn't make them favorites. Alamola Lookman is good, but he's
better than Martinelli. Come on.
He's better than Martinelli, but the news that are coming from Real Madrid is that there is a player to leave. There is a player that might actually ask to leave, and it will be Rodrigo. We all know that it will be Rodrigo.
Yeah.
We all know. If Arsenal get Rodrigo and they get Eucharist, I believe they're not going to be favorites, but they're going to be, you got to have a big chance of winning the title. Big chance of winning the title.
I think that would be the case, though, even if they got Osimhen and Lookman. I think they would have a big chance as well. I think people are really sleeping on how good Lookman is. Obviously, he didn't have the most prolific season last year compared to the year before with Atalanta, but the guy is a goal scorer. And that's what Arsenal need with Saka. Then you pair him with a Lookman, with a Zubamendi, with an Ødegaard, with the Declan Rice. That's a very good front six. That's what Arsenal need. But if you look at the left wing market, what other option is there for Arsenal?
Leao,
other than Rodrigo?
Lookman, Rodrigo, Kudus. No,
Okay.
they want a right-footed left winger.
Yeah.
I don't know who else, to be honest with you.
They're not going to get
Semenyo.
They're not getting
Semenyo.
Leao. The Semenyo, come on, Mo. This is Arsenal's project.
I'm giving you the Eze.
I like Eze. But is he going to be like the difference maker in winning them the title?
No.
Not quite.
No, but I don't think like Lookman is going to be the difference maker between them and winning the title at all.
No, I don't think so either, but at least he can get them up there compared to Martinelli or compared to what they have right now at their disposal.
Like I genuinely think that this Arsenal dilemma is so big in terms of like how can they make themselves favorite? People lost faith in Arsenal after what happened last season. The season before, everyone was saying they just add a striker. Basically, they have the same team. They added Zubamendi, and all they need is just a striker and a left winger. You know what I mean? Lookman is good. Leao is better, in my opinion. Right? Rodrigo might be better. I believe that Leao is better than Rodrigo as a footballer. The problem is his attitude. His attitude is not the right fit.
Not consistent at all.
Not consistent. He just phases out of games and stuff like this. The problem is I don't know why people lost faith in Arsenal. That's what I don't get because of one bad season. But they never lost faith in Man City because of Pep Guardiola, even though Arsenal in their bad season finished ahead of Man City. Still, with injuries. Man City with injuries finished behind them. Arsenal reached the semi-final. Man City got knocked out by Real Madrid. Arsenal beat Real Madrid 5-1. Like everything states that Arsenal at the current moment might be better than Man City, especially if they get a left winger and a striker. But everyone is saying otherwise. It doesn't matter. And even though Man City didn't sign superstars, like Marmoush is very good and everything, and I get what you're saying. But in the same time, Marmoush is not Rodrigo or Leao. We know this. They signed Cherki. Cherki is a very good player, right? But in the same time, Cherki is not Wirtz, for example. Is Cherki better than Ødegaard? I don't know. If Ødegaard goes back to his best, Ødegaard is better than Cherki. I don't know. Like people lost faith in Arteta. I like Reinders, but you watch some of Milan. Reinders is good, but there is no player in the history of Man City that came to the midfield and was embedded right away, including Rodrigo and Fernandinho. No player ever in Pep Guardiola that came to his team and was right away embedded in the midfield. Never. So I'm going by history, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Reinders is going to be the exception, right? Like Reinders might be the exception.
I love the player. I think he's going to be unbelievable.
I like him. What do you mean unbelievable? Did he lag? Or is it only me?
I think it might
Is
be
it
you.
my-
No, you're good. You're back now.
Yeah. It's just for some reason, streamer. Okay, look at Aaron here is saying, be patient is the phrase of the summer after 12 years or so below bar transfer windows, most of which started slowly, by the way, happened, spent $750 million over half a decade. Just be patient. But be patient this window, Aaron. I'm not saying be patient forever.
Yeah.
Be patient this window. Like, we waited 22 years for the league, 32 years for Euro Cup. Just be patient. Okay, so what do you want the club to do? Like, I don't understand. What do people want the club to do? My man here is saying we still have the best defense in the league. That is fair enough. You can build on that. You added an amazing midfielder in Zubamendi, right? All you need is an attacking force, a striker that can score some goals, and you're good to go. Like, but I genuinely think that Arsenal, with this Eucharist and Cisco deals and all what is happening, I'm not saying that Arsenal fans are like, oh, you have to wait until August, but you still have time, right?
Well, you got to get the signing done soon, though, Mo. At this point, you really do. You have to just stick to one guy, go with it. If I'm honest, Arsenal, just go for Gyttens. It's really that simple. Sporting want to get rid of him. He's only going to cost what, 60 to 70 million euros. Sign the player. Sign him. He's in the prime of his career. I don't know why
Arsenal takes so long to like negotiate.
Now look at Chelsea. Look at Chelsea yesterday. Boom. 24 hours or less than 12 hours to get João Pedro. Done. Simple. Case done. Boom. You move on. I don't know why Arsenal are... Maybe because it's the new sporting director, Berta, and he's there, and obviously he's trying to have discussions with Arteta, but it kind of does a little bit baffle me with what they're trying to do so far.
Like, I don't know, like, the problem with Eucharist is that they don't want to... Here is the problem with Arsenal. And that is what... with all other people that are negotiating deals, like, I'm going to give you Wirtz, Reinders, Chelsea, not Chelsea, Man United with them, Boehm. It was like, Wolves won this money, or Brighton won this money, or this one, or Leverkusen. Okay, Liverpool want to pay this. And then the next week you see it converging with like 5 million. Until it converges, we have never heard Arsenal and, for example, RB Leipzig converging. Like, I've never heard that yet. Like, it's dying. It's like Arsenal interested in Cisco. Arsenal interested. Cisco's keen to move. What about the money? Is the negotiations going? Are you negotiating the price down? Are you still interested in Eucharist?
All I've seen is Fabrizio say that, yeah, Cisco's followed Arsenal on Instagram.
By the way, he follows Man City and Real Madrid, just for the people to know. I literally checked that, fact-checked it. He follows Man City and Real Madrid on Instagram. So...
Oh, I did not know that. No way.
So... It's not an indication or anything. He follows Man City. Doesn't mean he's going Man City, and he follows Real Madrid. Doesn't mean he's going to Real Madrid. Okay. All I want to see Arsenal do, for example, and I don't understand the Arsenal in this, and this is where I criticize Arsenal now, right? Sporting want 80 million euros. You want to pay 60. I want to see a bid on the table for like 65, and then it's rejected, and then 70. Or they lower their price. At the current moment, it's like, okay, we want to pay 60, fucking take it or leave it. Okay, so RB Leipzig is like, fuck off, we're not budging. No, Sporting Lisbon, we're not selling Eucharist. And I'm like, okay, are we gonna, like, is this a saga or this is just a take it or leave it deal? Do Arsenal have more money to pay? Like, I don't understand. People saying he unfollowed City, fair enough. The day he followed Arsenal, I genuinely checked and he was following Man City, okay? Maybe he unfollowed City, right? But in my opinion, like, do you think Eucharist is better than Cisco, as every Arsenal fan thinks? But the club thinks that Cisco is different. The club thinks that Cisco is different, and Cisco is the guy for them.
Okay, so why do you think they have that sort of theory in their minds that Šeško is different? Is it because he's young and he's got more technical, maybe skill compared to Gyttens?
2 reasons. I think they see the record. I was speaking to a couple of Portuguese guys. I said that yesterday on Saturday. And they were saying that the problem with Eucharist is he doesn't score with his head. His record is not great.
Neither does Šeško, though.
So that's what Arsenal actually are saying, that Cisco is very, very good, has a good leap, he's good in the air, he's physical in the air. I haven't watched a lot of Cisco to actually give you a thing, right? They say that Cisco's more physical, he has potential, we can resell him. That is the thing. Like, Cisco has the potential to be one of the best strikers in the world. Eucharist is his last contract. Cisco's not going to be like Eucharist might flop, and now we're stuck with him and we can't sell him. Cisco, we can sell him. That is their train of thought. And for some other reason, some people analyze Cisco's football and they said that Cisco's actually better in the link-up play and better in receiving the ball and driving with it. That is what people say. I don't see it. I don't see that. I see Eucharist better in it. I see Eucharist is better in driving with the ball. I don't think Cisco's better than him. I think the only thing that Cisco's better than him is jumping. That's it.
And probably technical skill, because his link-up play is quite good, Šeško, but he takes a lot of risks with the link-up play. It's mostly one-times, over-the-top, back heel, no-look sort of link-up passes. But I just think Arsenal just need a goal scorer. And if you just need a goal scorer, Wirtz is the guy. So I don't know why they're stalling, but, you know, Šeško, he's like a flashy signing. He'll be very good on the eye, but is he going to be the difference maker for Arsenal? Well, that's something that Arsenal fans and the board have to decide on. But from what I've seen, a lot of Arsenal fans are on board on getting Šeško, which, fair enough. If you want to go for him, go ahead. But I'll say one thing. He misses a lot of chances. And I mean a lot of easy chances. One-on-one with the goalkeeper, first time out edge of the box. He's a good striker, but he hasn't reached to his full potential. So maybe that's what Arsenal are banking on, is that, okay, we haven't gotten to the full potential of Šeško yet. Maybe surrounded by better players, because RB Leipzig were an absolute travesty this season. He might flourish even more. Maybe that's their thinking. You have to just be patient.
I don't know, but
I know Arsenal fans don't want to hear that, but you're gonna have to.
My man here, Rosie Daniels is saying Arsenal will do well this season. Define well. Okay. Define well. What does well mean? The bias against Arsenal is unreal. They are moving well. Liverpool waited over 30 years to win and nobody said anything. Liverpool were mocked every single season.
Yes.
Liverpool were mocked every single season.
That was my childhood.
Every single season, Liverpool were absolutely mocked about this. How are you saying that? Like, Liverpool were mocked every single season. And also define well. What do you mean well? Like, be second? Challenge? Again. A semi-final of the Champions League? Is that well for you? Do you think, like, that is well? Oh, well, we pushed Liverpool or City to the final day of the season? For Arsenal, well, is not even winning the cups. Winning the cups is not enough. No. Well, for Arsenal is to win the champs or the Premier League. There is no, we did well this season. There's no, we did well.
Yeah, you guys ask Mo, did Inter do well last season? No, they didn't.
We fucked up.
Yep.
We fucked up. By the way, there's Eddie news. Arsenal have made, let me just put this on the screen for the people actually that are here. It is from Fabrizio Romano at the current moment, guys. So let me just put it on the screen. It's right here. Arsenal have made contact with Eze camp over the weekend. Contacts are taking place for Crystal Palace to start the deal conditions. Tottenham are also keen on Eze. Okay, fair enough. Okay. That is not bad. We'll see if Arsenal sign Eze. I don't know where Eze. Okay, to be honest with you, the way Mikel Arteta plays, I don't think Eze fits that unless he's bringing him to play in the midfield. He's not a touchline winger. Eze is an inside winger as he plays for Crystal Palace. Sar, Eze, behind Mateta, right? He's not a touchline winger. I actually think that Eze will absolutely be amazing at Arsenal, but not in the left winger, unless he's going to play on the left winger and go inside, and there's going to be Calafiori or someone, like they do like a Man City thing. You know what I mean? Like with Marmoush, he starts on the left, and then the left back is the guy that flies up and be the left winger, like what Gavardiol did last season and what they do now. They're going to do this with Ait Nouri. We all know this. The Ait Nouri basically is the left winger for Man City. Eddie is fantastic, amazing. But Where is he? Are you gonna bench Odegaard? Are you gonna bench Declan Rice?
No,
Like,
absolutely not.
Are you gonna play Eze the left winger? Because Eze is not a left winger. Basically, he's not a touchline winger. He's not like a Saka, Martinelli, Doku, Savinho. He's not these guys. Like, he's not Diaz. He's not like Gak. Like, I don't know. He's very good, but I actually think that Eze is better. He can be better than the likes of Odegaard, my opinion.
Arsenal need a player like Leao. You give him the ball out wide, and he can beat his defender one-on-one situations, and he can either cross it back post, cross it to the edge of the box, where Odegaard will be. I like Eze. I think Eze is a quality player. We saw that in the FA Cup run that Crystal Palace had, but touchline winger, no, he's not that sort of guy.
Like a Martinelli or a Trossard, no.
No, exactly. So it's a good signing, but is it really the missing piece still? Mo, let's be honest, though. He could probably start over Odegaard at this point. Considering how bad Odegaard, well, I wouldn't say bad, but how underwhelming Odegaard was last season, Eze could play in the number 10 role for Arsenal. But then Odegaard covered so much space in that right half space in the midfield last year, and that's not where Eze wants to pick up the ball. He wants to pick up on the left side, where Declan Rice was receiving the ball all the time last year. So maybe they're trying to change tactics this year. Let's see with Arteta.
I don't know. Maybe he's trying to change the tactics, but in my opinion, like, I actually think that if they sign Leao, Wallah al-Azim, because I watched Leao destroy teams.
Oh, God.
You give Leao the ball, and Leao destroys any fullback in the league. Any fullback in the league. Leao, I'm going to say this on his day, and if Arsenal can get him embedded within the whole team and within the culture of the team, and not like AC Milan are fucking dead. Like, they're a bunch of individuals. Nobody plays for the team. Theo Hernandez
everybody's gone now, Mo.
yeah. Like, and that is, okay, Kevin, you're absolutely correct. Leao also quits. But that is the coach's job, to not let him quit, to actually convince him that he needs to give everything on the pitch. Bro, at Milan, if Leao literally picks the ball, dribbles, and I'm just telling you what happened in front of my eyes plenty of times for Milan, and he loses the ball, and he doesn't track back, nobody screams, nobody else, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody can talk to Leao. Nobody can talk to Leao in Milan. At Arsenal, that would not be accepted. He can get the best out of him. And I believe he's one of the most talented wingers now. It's not only about the talent at his feet, it's about he's so physical and so fucking quick that he's much quicker than probably most wingers in the Premier League at the current moment. Who's faster than him with the ball?
Probably Doku is faster than him with the ball. I'm trying to think of it. Maybe Gordon would be faster with the ball.
No, I don't think Gordon is faster than him. The stride of Leao is fucking.
Yeah, when he gets going, it's very much unstoppable force.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of other players, because Salah has lost a lot of pace now. He doesn't have that pace. To be fair, yeah, he would probably be like top 3 fastest player with the ball at his feet.
Yeah,
but then
he's even
the thing,
faster than
Mo,
Rodrigo.
how much space are Arsenal going to get as well, though, against these? Because they're basically going to face
but
low
Leao
blocks
plays
all the
in
time.
tight spaces. Leao plays in tight spaces. Like, people think that Leao is only in spaces. Leao plays in a lot of tight spaces. His stride allows him to actually take a step on any defender, in my opinion. And in my opinion, I think Leao is a super good player, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Frimpong, probably Frimpong.
Yeah, probably
is
Frimpong,
faster.
yeah.
But with the ball is different. Leao with the ball is amazing. You know what I mean? But again, the Norgard thing, price, everything is all right. Like, I think that is, everyone cries about Thomas Partey leaving. The guy left. He wanted 250k, injury record. 32 years old. That was not a good deal.
Him on.
Norgard, move him on, and they moved him on, and everyone is complaining. Yeah, but everyone is actually complaining. For Chelsea, though, they're targeting Kudus. They got João Pedro. They must challenge, though. They must challenge
with João Pedro.
João Pedro, and they gotta get Kudus.
Mo, am I going to be rude and say I don't understand the João Pedro signing?
Really?
I really don't get it.
How?
Because he's basically another João Felix, another Nkunku. He's either a false 9 or a false 10. I don't know which one he is. He's a good player all around. He's got good link-up play. scores all the penalties you want. I mean, if Chelsea just want a penalty taker, João Pedro's your guy, but I really don't get it. I really don't. I think Gittens is actually a really good signing on the left wing. The João Pedro one, I guess it's basically because they want to move on from Jackson. That's what I'm thinking. So they want to move on from Jackson. I guess João Pedro is a good signing. I just think Chelsea just need a really good goal scorer. That's what they need. Nobody in that team can say right now they could score 20 goals next season for Chelsea, other than Cole Palmer, of course. That's the only one. And Delap is getting 20 goals next season, Mo. Really?
Yeah. Yes, I said it here.
Under what basis? Just by Cole Palmer's sheer brilliance of creativity?
The amount of chances Chelsea create is enormous. And the problem is Jackson is so wasteful. And I think Jackson missed actually like 14 games or something like this for Chelsea.
Yeah, he was injured.
Season.
Yeah.
He was injured, and he missed like 14. And by the way, he got suspended 6 games. Like, this is a different story.
Oh yeah, obviously at the end of the season, of course, with Newcastle.
He got suspended. I think Delap is very good. I actually think that with the creativity of Enzo Fernandez, how much Neto crosses, João Pedro creates chances. I think João Pedro will play on that. I actually think the starting lineup of the season will be Delap, João Pedro, and Neto, unless they get Kudus.
So João Pedro on the right or on the left?
João Pedro on the left, right-footed.
Okay.
Neto on the right, left-footed. Delap in the middle, and Cole Palmer behind. That's what I think Chelsea will do, right?
Okay.
If they get Kudus and they move on Madueke, I think Kudus will start on the right side and Neto will start on the left. Gittens will be a bench player. I don't think Gittens will be the starter. It's going to take time. The striker will be Delap and Jackson. Unless they sell Jackson, he's going to get a striker. They're going to move. Okay, so they're going to move Madueke and get Kudus. I believe that will be a good front line. However, there's a big if. Will Delap be able to adapt? Will Delap be clinical? But I believe from what I watched that Delap is going to be very good. When the chances come to his way, he's going to score them. I believe so.
I haven't watched enough. I didn't watch enough of Delap last season, so I'm not going to say if he's going to flop or if he's going to do really well. But, clearly, with Chelsea, they're just signing all these former Manchester City Academy players at this point. And some of them have worked out really well.
Six now. Six now.
Gittens, Cole Palmer, Delap. Who else? Lavia. And who's the other two?
Someone put it
not Madueke. No, he was at Tottenham.
Someone put it in front of me on Twitter.
Who's the other
two? Let me
two?
check.
Oh, who's the other two?
Who's the other two?
Who is the other? No, Sancho, he's gone though. He was on loan.
But they got him.
Yeah, they had him.
Got
yeah.
him as well.
It's really Tosin really a former Manchester?
Tosin as well. Yes.
Really? Wow. I didn't know that.
So, yeah.
They are
really
right
signing all
5 players.
Yeah, it's actually crazy. It looks like Arsenal are moving for Eze. If Eze is their left winger signing, I don't know. By the way, there is still Estevao. We forgot about Estevao Williams.
Estevao, Kendry Pais. Who else, guys? That's the problem, Mo. You stock up all these players, but they need to play. How much money are you going to get for João Felix? Apparently, he's going to go to Benfica. 25 million?
I don't know how much.
How much are you going to get for Madueke? And where is he going to go?
His Newcastle links are not going anywhere. I
just think they have so many. And Kunku as well. Where is he going to go? How much money are you going to get for him? So, I mean, João Pedro is a good player, but he's not like a needle mover for Chelsea, in my opinion. He'll either be like on the bench or he'll start some games, of course.
I actually like him, to be honest with you. I like João Pedro.
But is he gonna push Chelsea to get to the next level?
Yeah, I think
going
he's
far in the
better than a
Champions
lot.
League, maybe competing for the Premier League. Can João Pedro do that? Can Gittens do that?
No, not this season. Not this season, to be honest with you.
So it's another season of just getting top 4, maybe winning a cup, and then that's satisfying for Chelsea fans.
We'll see. I'm not so convinced that Chelsea could have spent the money on someone more experienced. They could have gotten Eucharist, for example, but they want to invest in Delap. I'm actually not sure what Chelsea gonna do, but I believe that they can push. Can they win the title? No. they can't win the title, but in the same time they can push. Chelsea were good. Chelsea have a good team, very, very good team.
Yeah,
But
they
at
do.
the same time, the problem with Chelsea, there's a lot of ifs. If João Pedro does this, if Delap does this, that is the problem.
If Gittens.
If Gittens, replicate what he did. But I actually think that Chelsea at the current moment, they can push for the title if they get Kudus. They can't win it. You'll be the outsiders. Because I believe that Kudus is a difference maker.
Chelsea need a goalkeeper. I cannot believe they didn't sign
Yeah,
Magnon.
that's plus the goalkeeper. That's plus the goalkeeper.
They need to get
I'm talking
Magnon.
talking about the forward line. I'm talking about the forward line. But still, I believe that the forward line of Neto, João Pedro, Delap is very, very good. It's very good.
Where would you rank it in attacks in the Premier League? Top 4? 4th?
5th, to be honest with you.
Who's 4th?
No, 4th. At the current moment, 4th. There is Martinelli, Havertz, Saka. That's not number 1. My number 1 for me at the current moment, I actually don't know who's number 1. Because at the current moment, it's Diaz or Gakpo, Nunes and Salah, or Jota and Salah. Haaland, Marmoush. I think that is the best. Haaland, Marmoush, maybe Foden. Or
Shirky or Salvino, yeah. One of those 3. I would have Man City number 1.
My number 1, Man City, because of Haaland, of course. He's the difference maker. Maybe Chelsea 4th, yes. Unless Man United go and sign Eucharist with Mbuemo, Cunha, Eucharist. I think that will be one of the best.
That's a very good front 3 compared to what garbage they had last year.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a good signings then for Man United at least.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. But anyway, listen, people, I want to thank Michael for joining. His channel was added in the description. Michael Talks Football. Tell the people what's coming up. What do you have coming on your channel before we end the show?
Just ranking some transfers that are done. No rumors. So I'm going to talk about some Inter
You don't
signings.
do rumors, do you?
No, I don't do any rumors, Mo. I can't stand it, to be honest. But they're fun. Of course they're fun. But yeah, I'll just be ranking all the transfers that have happened so far this season and which club has had the best.
How good is that Parma guy would do for us? Jan, whatever his name.
Boni. He's good.
Boni.
I mean, Mo, he's better than Arnautovic and Taremi. So that's at least a good thing for Inter. You get him and you have him and Esposito as the backup strikers. I think that's a pretty good forward line for Inter.
That Esposito guy, the younger brother.
Yeah. The one who scored against River. Woof.
Yeah, is very good.
Yes.
Like he has the potential to be very, very good. You know, the problem with him, he reminds me of, it's going to sound so strange, of Luca Toni in the way he acts to defenders and try to turn. He's very tall and his turn is so slow. But I believe he can improve. But Luca Toni is a good striker.
He looks like he has good technical skill though, because that build-up play for that goal against River was fantastic. I thought so.
100%.
But you still need a center back. That's what you need, desperately.
I think we need a starting center back instead of a Cherby because I think Pavard and Bastoni are good enough. We need a center back. We don't need a left wing back. We need a DM because Hakan is leaving. Aslan is shit. I don't know what happened to Zelensky.
But Mo, that Sucic guy you guys got?
This guy, Matias Enrique, the problem is we fucking signed a winger when we don't play with wingers. He's a flat-out winger.
Yeah, he is.
He's a flat-out touchline winger. He's not a wing back. He's not a full back. I don't know why did we spend the money on him. Like, what is the reason why you fucking sign a winger?
I hope it's not another like Lazaro signing for you guys, Mo, because Lazaro was terrible.
I was trying to find anyone that tells me why did Inter go for a touchline winger. It's like example like Inter going for Bukayo Saka. Or Doku. Yep. What are you doing with Doku? Like, Doku comes to the team, that's what? We play 2-striker fucking formation. Bro,
but that Sucic guy you guys signed, Mo. Whew.
Amazing. He's fantastic. He's actually very, very good. I hope that Mkhitaryan doesn't start. To be honest.
He better not next season.
Guys, can we get at least you frauds to 300 likes, people in the chat? Like, we're 30 likes away from 300 and we still have 700 people in the house. Can you get that like button up? Hit that like button, people. Come on now, hit that like button. As Luke is saying, thank you, Luke, for reminding everyone to hit that like button. 300 likes before we end the show. So when is your show? Are you doing a live show or a video?
No, pre-recorded. I don't do lives anymore.
Well, all right. Okay. Cool. Good enough. Guys, this will take it to Football Terrace. Please copy paste this in the Football Terrace chat. Please, guys. Judge Moraid in the chat of the Football Terrace. Hit that like button, subscribe, and copy, of course. And let's get to 300 likes before we end the show, you guys. I will see you guys soon, and we're out of here.